Now, we're going to talk a little bit about primary succession. And what happens if, let's say we have our parking lot at the high school and we just leave it. We let it sit. Nobody goes there, nobody touches it, nothing. What's going to happen to it? Well, these kind of changes that are shown below are going to be some of those changes that could happen. Bare rock, like the asphalt. Okay? So if one of the first things you're going to form is these lichens. So lichens are, and you can see right here on the rock, they are a pioneer organism. So let me go down here below. So I'm going to first move down here. So at first, you're going to have no plants. No plants. But seeds and other half-eaten fruit could seed this area here. Let me shrink this down a little bit so we can kind of take a look at both at the same time. Okay. So those were called the pioneer original seeds there. So first thing I want to mention is this thing called a lichen. And lichens are symbiotic organisms. They're actually a mutualistic relationship between fungi and algae. The fungi allow them to absorb materials more easily, and the algae do some photosynthesis. A little bit more down here. They're pioneer organisms, and they can survive where there is no soil. In fact, they're able to actually create soil. And that's one of the things that these things do, is they start creating a place for organisms to live. Okay, they start making it more suitable for the next organism to come along. Like for instance, down here, you might see some mosses and other grasses. Very small grasses, they start growing. They increase, slow increase of soil, and you can see that soil starting to build up right in here as the plant roots and erosion break up the rock. Alright, and down here, again, we're going to see grasses and other low-growing plants will appear. They're taller than the previous community, and that causes a blockage of the sun to those lower ones, which kills those plants. Okay, we have more and more soil. Some of those intermediate plants. Again, more and more plants begin growing. You get grasses to shrubs, small coniferous, which are like pine trees. Eventually, small deciduous trees, which are deciduous meaning like leaves that fall off. And one community is going to make that environment more favorable or suitable. The Regents exam likes to use that word, suitable, for the next community. And finally, we have a climax community. And a climax community, get to it here, is we have a larger number of species. It is more complex. There are more interactions, more feeding relationships. It's more biodiverse. It's stable. And it will stay that way unless the environment changes drastically. Look at the amount of soil there. So a lot of changes took place. And we're talking, again, hundreds of years. Hundreds. It takes a long time.